Hindi po ba ang nagre-rekomenda sa Kongreso na National Expenditures Program ay ang Pangulo?
It is called the President's budget, Mr. Speaker.
So
but
it
I
is
don't
the
think
President's budget, and it's a fact that 48,243,000 was allocated for the first district of Leyte because he is the cousin of the President, and 30 billion was given to the first district of Ilocos Norte, the son of the President, and it will not happen if they are not a political dynasty.
Mr. Speaker, if I was not observing my Ramadan, Mr. Speaker, I could have also shout as loud as Congressman Irice.
If I may,
but because
Mr.
I'm
Mr.
passing
Sponsor.
Ramadan, I'm prohibited, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Sponsor,
Allow me first, Mr.
allow me
Speaker.
first, may I remind the gentleman to stop, to bring down the decibels a bit. Shouting will not do us an advantage here. Let's debate in a proper way. Just a friendly reminder. Thank you. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Again, let me respond to my good friend and one I respect, Mr. Speaker. Very, very calmly. The President acted as the President of Republic of the Philippines, not as a cousin of the former Speaker. The former Speaker acted as the Speaker of the House of Representatives, voted by majority of the members of the House of Representatives. They have separate mandate, they have separate authority. To say the opposite is not only accusing these two gentlemen, but it is, Mr. Speaker, a very sheer example or conclusory, like one that is having a bias. Well, always welcome po ang aking kinagalang
Dala na po akong
na
tubig.
65 years old, Congressman Irice.
Nagdala na po akong tubig. Baka abutin tayo madaling araw eh. Joke
Ay,
lang po.
unfair kasi,
Joke
hindi ako
lang
pwede-
po.
hindi ako pwede uminom.
Iniinggit lang kita. Salamat po. Ginoong sponsor, malinaw na nakasaad sa Article 2, Section 26 ng 1987 Constitution ng mga sumusunod. The state shall guarantee equal access to opportunities for public service and prohibit political dynasties as may be defined by law. Ang tanong ko po ay napakasimple. Tama po ba na ang utos ng konstitusyon sa Kongreso ay magpasa ng batas na magbabawal sa political dynasties?
Tama po yun, Mr. Speaker.
Hindi po ba sinabi ng konstitusyon na i-regulate lamang ito? Hindi rin po sinasabi na bigyan ng limitadong pahintulot, kundi malinaw na sinasabi ipagbawal ang political dynasties. Tama po ba ito?
Yeah, full stop po. Ang sinabi po ng Constitution is to prohibit anti-political dynasty law as may be defined by law. Ang doon po yung definition is karapatan na binibigay sa atin, mandato na binibigay po sa atin ng ating Constitution kung paano po natin to bibigyang buhay itong anti-political
But it should
dynasty.
prohibit.
Pero if I may be allowed, Mr. Speaker, pero siyempre, kung wala pong absent po talaga yan sa Constitution, babalikan din po natin yung intent ng batas na iyon.
Tama po.
Ang intent po ng batas na iyon, titingnan po natin kung paano po nagkaroon ng diskusyon ang mga framers ng Constitution. Sinabi po nila is hindi po complete absolute abolition. Ito po ay regulation, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
Ang intensyon nila ay pigilan ang konsentrasyon ng kapangyarihan sa ilang pamilya. Dahil
Tama po
ito
yan.
ang isa sa mga ugat ng korupsyon, patronage politics, kahinaan ng political parties at kawalan ng tunay na kompetisyon sa politika. Ito po yung arguments ng mga framers ng Constitution.
Tama po yan, Mr. Speaker.
Ang layunin ng probisyong ito ay buksan ang politika sa mas maraming Pilipino, hindi upang i-institutionalize ang kapangyarihan ng mga political clan. Tama po?
Tama po yan.
Ngayon po, Ginoong Sponsor, ayon sa bersyon ng inyong committee, pinapayagan pa rin ang mga magkakamag-anak hanggang ikalawang antas ng consanguinity o affinity na sabay-sabay humawak ng posisyon sa gobyerno basta't magkakaibang antas o posisyon. Tama po ba yon?
Tama po yan, Mr. Speaker.
Halimbawa, isang miyembro ng pamilya ay pwedeng tumakbo, manalo sa posisyon ng national, for example, senador. Halimbawa, si Senador de la Cruz. Tama po ba yun?
Tama po, Mr. Speaker.
At
Maaari din
yung
po siyang matalo.
ang kanyang anak ay pwedeng tumakbo at manalo bilang gobernador, makaupo bilang gobernador. Pwede po yun?
Pwede rin pong tumakbo at matalo.
Hindi, pero pwedeng maupo.
Pwede pong manalo at matalo.
O nga po, pwede nga pong, pag nanalo, mauupo. Tama?
Tama
So,
po.
sabay
Pero pag-
sila.
Tama po.
Isang senador, isang governor. Tama?
Tama
Sabay
po yun.
sila.
Pwede pong maging sabay, pwedeng hindi magsabay, pwedeng matalo yung isa
Hindi
sa
nga po,
kanila.
kung mananalo, sabay sila, pwede.
Kung yung frame of mind nyo po, ang gusto nyo
Hindi
pong
po, yun ang frame. Ang tinatanong ko lang po, simple lang. Kung sabay silang manalo, sabay silang makakaupo. Tama?
hypothetically, posible mangyari po. Mr.
Yes.
Speaker.
At nangyayari po yan.
Tama
Marami
naman
pong-
po, Mr. Speaker.
Marami pong, may senador po, mayor, ang asawa. Tama po?
Tama po.
Ayun, tama. At yung kanyang isang anak, pwedeng maging congressman sa District 1 ng kanilang probinsya.
Tama rin po yun.
So, tatlo na sila. Yung isa pong, yung asawa ng kanyang anak ay pwedeng tumakbo rin sa District 2 at manalo, makakaupo rin po.
Posible rin po, Mr. Speaker.
Apat na.
Pero let me, kung marapatin
Hindi po. Ang tinatanong ko po, hypothetical to. Pwedeng apat.
Okay.
Di ba? O, pwedeng apat. Ngayon po, yung kanyang apo, tumakbo rin at nanalo bilang mayor nung capital town. Pwede pa rin po ba yun? Makakaupo pa rin?
Napaka-active naman po ata yung pamilya.
Marami yan dito sa Kongreso. Hindi po yan hypothetical, nangyayari yan sa kasalukuyan. 5, pwede sila, pwede.
Pwede rin po matalo.
Oh, pwedeng manalo, makakaupo pa rin. Ayon sa proposal ng batas na yan. Pwede po maging vice mayor nung kanyang apo, yung kanyang pinsan.
Kung tatakbo po yung kapatid niya na sobrang active sa isang munisipyo, dahil mas active naman po yung kapatid na isang munisipyo, bawal na po yun. Kasi hindi po pwedeng...
Hindi po, sinasabi ko po, yung pinsan niya, tumakbong vice mayor niya, pwede?
Pwede naman po
Oh,
yun.
dahil second degree lang. At yung pinsan niya sa isang kapatid ng kanyang tatay, tumakbong konsyal, pwede pa rin po manalo. At makaupo. Tama po?
Tama po.
So, 7 na sila. At yung asawa nung kanyang ang kapatid ng kanyang asawa ay tumakbo naman bilang barangay captain. Pwede pa rin. Tama po?
Tama po. Pero pwede po ako mag-explain kasi puros lang kung tama o mali.
Yun ang
Hindi,
walo
kung
na.
mamarapatin.
Walo na.
Kung
I am asking
mamarapatin
this question. This is
Let me
just a
allow me-
premise. This is just a premise at meron po tayong
Okay, but let
itatanong
me
pagkatapos.
explain, Mr. Speaker. If my good
Hindi po.
friend, isa sa pinaka nirerespeto ko. Just a short, Ramadan po namin, pagbigyan mo na po ako mag-explain. Kung mamarapatin po. All of these things are possible, Mr. Speaker. These are hypothetical. This can happen. This can be certain. Or it can be uncertain. But what is certain, Mr. Speaker, is we allow the people to vote. And that is the primordial consideration of this proposal, Mr.
Bakit pa
Speaker.
po tayo nagpapasa ng batas kung pabayaan na lang natin yung mga tao? Bakit pa po kayo nagpanukala ng ganitong batas kung ang inyo palang prinsipyo ay pabayaan na lang kung sino yung iboto ng tao, siyang manalo, kahit magkakapatid, magkakamag-anak, magpipinsan, mag-asawa, mag-ama. Bakit pa kayo nag-sponsor ng bill na ito?
Dahil apat na pong taon.
Kahit
Tama
di ba kayo naniniwala?
Naniniwala po ako dahil ang Constitution po ang nagsasabi, Mr. Speaker. It's not even your decision, Mr. Speaker. It's not even the decision of Congressman Irize. It's not the decision of this representation. It is what the Constitution dictates.
Okay, okay.
And that is what we're trying to provide, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
Tama po. Naniniwala po ako sa sinabi nyo, pero sabi ko nga po, may certain parameters, yung mga framers ng Constitution. Dapat it will prevent the monopoly of power. Ngayon po, kung ikaw, gobernador, yung iyong pamangkin, vice governor, yung iyong pinsan, bukal, yung iyong anak, mayor, yung isa mong pamangkin, vice mayor, yung isa mong pamangkin ay kapitan ng barangay. Tapos sa kabila naman, ang congressman, kapatid mo. Sa kabilang distrito naman, ay yung iyong anak. Wala po bang monopoly of power doon?
Mr.
Hindi
Speaker,
ba? Yung po tanong ko. May monopoly ba of power doon o wala?
no, because, Mr. Speaker, I'll give you the straight answer. Monopoly resides when the power to appoint resides and exercised by one person. That is monopoly. But we allow the people to vote. The primary reason is, again, the sovereignty of the people and the primacy of the right to vote under Section 1, Article 2. Kung may monopolya po, Mr. Speaker, ay kung i-appoint ito at ang magde-decide lang po ay isang tao na paupuin ang ang kapatid or anak or asawa sa isang posisyon, that is an abuse of power. That, to me, is a blatant abuse of power and a monopoly. The most dangerous form of monopoly. But this time, we present individuals to the voters, and the voters vote. That's what the Constitution
So
says.
hindi
And
po
that's what I'm
kailangan,
trying to-
yung
that is
sinasabi
what
niyo
I'm
po, hindi
trying
na
to
kailangan
provide.
itong batas na ito.
So, in terms of what now, Mr. Speaker, based on the status quo, just for the sake of argument, Mr. Speaker, what could be described as something that is predominantly controlled by one family. But since we don't have the anti-political dynasty, as of yet, there's no point for us to really say that this is dominated by one family. Maybe many offices, Mr. Speaker, are being handled and occupied by the same family. Predominantly, very active ang family nila. But domination in monopoly is also a gesture of one exercising that power to make sure that the sensitive positions are occupied by blood relations that would give him or her undue advantage over these resources. Yun lang, I'm just...
Ngayon po, ang ibig sabihin-
pag mayroon po tayong anti-political dynasty, talagang meron na po tayong definition kung ano po yung abuse of
Subalit
power.
yung sinasabi niyong abuse of power in appointments, ay yung sinasabi niyo...
May nepotism na po tayo, Mr. Speaker.
So, ano magagawa ng batas na yan? Hindi ganun din, pareho lang.
ang
Whether there is a law or not, ganun pa rin. It's the same thing.
Mr. Speaker,
Your definition of monopoly of power is just on the appointments, di pareho lang. May batas o wala.
no, that is exactly what I'm trying to do because monopoly really resides if one person exercises that authority to appoint a certain relative just so that they can have actual access to resources. That is monopoly, Mr. Speaker. That is very much against the law of nepotism, di ba, Mr. Speaker? But that is precisely one because that's exactly precisely the issue. In-exercise undue advantage ng isang tao. Kaya walang nepotism eh. Ito kasi eleksyon. Hindi ito isang tao. And by the way, Mr. Speaker, it's not the family that decides who run. It's the candidate actually that provides CONA. Because remember, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, the COMELEC requires one candidate to provide the certificate of acceptance and nomination. If you don't have that, probably the tendency you will be described as a nuisance candidate.
There are many
No, Mr. Speaker, my point here, Mr. Speaker, is that the reason why we allow all of this because number one, the subdivision under our political system, 7160, is the autonomy of each political unit. It has a separate constituency. It has to exercise its mandate. It has an internal mechanism and regulation to run their affairs, not necessarily connected with the one or neighboring LGU. That's how the structure of our political units under the 1971-60, Mr. Speaker, of the Local Government Code. We also attach that in order that we can balance it out with the right to vote and the right to be voted upon. And I've mentioned earlier, Mr. Speaker, there are several bases, not only in the Constitution, Section 5 on the suffrage, Section 1, Article 1, but there are other treatises internationally, which we are the party or signatory of this covenants, the civil and political rights, etc., stating, Mr. Speaker, that there shall be no law abridging the right to vote and to be voted upon, Mr. Speaker, Your Honors. The anti-political dynasty, as may be defined law, is a regulation and that's not an absolute prohibition. It is an exemption. So we are doing this, Mr. Speaker, in order to decongest the control of one family over one locality, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, so that we can promote and uphold check and balances, which is the essential feature of a working Republican democratic country such as ours, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
I don't think, it encourages the political families to engage more of their family members to run for public office. Anyway, Mr. Speaker, ang isa po sa mga pundasyon ng demokrasya ay check and balance. Naniniwala po ba kayo niya?
Tama po yan, Mr. Speaker.
Kung ang presidente po, ang kanyang pinsang buo ay speaker, at ang yung kanyang anak ay majority leader, nagkakaroon po ba ng check and balance?
Unang-una po, yes po, dahil unang-una, ang magkakaiba-iba naman po ng jurisdiction, itong ihikatura, legislatura at ihikutibo. Pasensya na, hindi po ako Tagalog, Maranao po ako, kaya ihikutibo at legislatura, Mr. Speaker.
Sa tingin niyo po ba yan ay hindi magdudulot ng pag-abuso?
Wala naman po dahil may internal mechanism and arrangement po ang bawat institution na ito.
For example, bigyan ko yung example, halimbawa, 2023, 2024, 2025. Ang total allocation po ng 1st District of Leyte kay Speaker Martin Romualdez, nung siya ay Speaker, ay 48,243,911,000. Yan po ang total allocation sa loob ng 3 taon. Yan po ang pinakamahirap na probinsya. Swerte na maka 3 bilyon, 4 na bilyon sa isang taon. Bakit nangyari ito? Bakit hindi equitable yung distribution pagdating kay Speaker Romualdez? Dahil siya ba ay pinsan ng presidente?
Di po. Ako hindi ko nakikita ng ganyan dahil unang-una
Ano po?
po may proposal po ng National Expenditure Program. Ang National Expenditure Program ay naalat po nila ang kanilang budget sa bawat probinsya based on the recommendation ng Regional Development Corporation. Nandyan po yung wealth ng kanilang area. Nandyan po yung return taxes na kinakukuha. Nandyan po yung lahat po ng mga possible revenues na nakukuha at nabubuo para ibigay po sa share ng isang area na iyan. So, hindi ko po alam kung bakit ito magkakaroon ng issue ng check and balances dahil unang-una, magkaiba po ang institution, ang nag-approve naman po ang Kongreso at wala naman pong kinalaman dito ang ating Pangulo pagdating po sa pag-appreciate ng bawat distrito kung kailan o ano ang kanilang magiging
Hindi
proyekto.
po bang
Sa palagay ko po, that is far-fetched conclusion, Mr. Speaker. I
Hindi po
understand
ba
that they are,
ang
Mr. Speaker, allow me first to address this question. I understand that there are members here who are more biased about this and they want to make this as something political. But I don't think this is something that we can actually attribute the President to the issue of the 2024, 25 elections, although this is a separate discussion altogether. But I'm just giving way to our good gentleman because he premised it on the anti-political dynasty. Again, the straight answer is it has no bearing whatsoever. The President being the cousin of the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, how the House of Representatives receives the National Expenditure Program, how the House of Representatives deliberated individual budget of each agencies, how the House of Representatives went on to participate in the bicameral conference, and how the House of Representatives ratified the result of the bicameral conference committee, Mrs.
hindi
Speaker.
po ba ang nagre-rekomenda sa Kongreso ng National Expenditures Program ay ang Pangulo?
It is called the President's budget, Mr. Speaker.
So
but
it
I
is
don't
the
think
President's budget, and it's a fact that 48,243,000 was allocated for the 1st District of Leyte because he is the cousin of the President, and 30 billion was given to the 1st District of Ilocos Norte, the son of the President, and it will not happen if they are not a political dynasty.
Mr. Speaker, if I am
Family.
not, if I was not observing my Ramadan, Mr. Speaker, I could have also shout as loud as Congressman Irice.
If I may,
but
Mr.
because
If I may,
I'm
Mr.
passing
Sponsor.
a Ramadan, I'm prohibited, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Sponsor,
Allow me first, Mr.
allow
Speaker.
me first, may I remind the gentleman to stop, to bring down the decibels a bit. Shouting will not do us an advantage here. Let's debate in a proper way. Just a friendly